everyone, you are listening to OTV Top 10 with me Akanksha and Dipti Ranjan. Today is the 25th of November and here are the top news of the day.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone of the Noida International Airport in Jewar, Gautam Buddha Nagar today. Uttar Pradesh has now become the only state in India to have 5 international airports. The new airport, located at a distance of about 72 km from IGI Airport in New Delhi, will be India's largest airport after its completion. The first phase of development of the airport is being done at a cost of rupees 10,050 crore.
The increasing tomato prices sparked hilarious memes on social media platforms, with netizens comparing the prices of tomato to fuel prices. The price of tomatoes, which usually sticks around rupees 20 to 30 per kg during the winters, has witnessed a surge in prices across the country. As per reports, the tomato prices in most of the cities are ranging from rupees 80 per kg to as much as rupees 120 per kg. However, Chennai is the worst sufferer, with the price of tomatoes skyrocketing to rupees 140 per kilo.
Unemployment grows in the United States as new jobless claim in the US dropped by 71,000 last week to 199,000, which is the lowest since November 1969. The figures were shared by Labor Department and reviewed by multiple news outlets. The Washington Post reported that with new claims for unemployment, which is now below pre-pandemic levels, companies are scrambling to retain and expand their workforces.
The total fertility rate, or TFR, in India has further declined from 2.2 to 2 at the national level. According to a Health Ministry survey, the TFR provides the ratio of average number of children per woman and now ranges from 1.4 in Chandigarh to 2.4 in Uttar Pradesh. Apart from this, the survey showed that all Phase 2 states have achieved replacement level of fertility of 2.1 except the states of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Jharkhand and Uttar Pradesh.
Actor Kangana Ranaut was summoned by the Peace and Harmony Committee of the Delhi Assembly today. The actor was summoned over her remarks against Sikh through her Instagram profile on December 6. A statement issued by the committee said that the actress published outrageously offensive and derogatory Instagram post which has massive reach of over 80 lakh people worldwide.
The Indian Navy commissioned INS Vela, the 4th Scorpion-class submarine in Mumbai. Navy Chief Admiral Karambir Singh commissioned INS Vela at the Novel Dockyard. The Navy Chief said that the INS Vela has the ability to undertake an entire spectrum of submarine operations. The chief also added, saying that the capability and firepower of the submarine will play a crucial role in enhancing the Navy's ability to protect India's maritime interests given today's dynamic and complex security situation.
For the crazy cricket fans out there, the first test series between India and New Zealand has begun today. India has won the toss and skipper Ajinkya Rahane has opted to bat first. Shreyas Iyer gets his debut match today and former Indian cricketer Wasim Jafar fields New Zealand batter Tom Latton would be the key for QVs in this test.
The much-awaited Salman Khan and Ayush Sharma starrer Antim, The Final Truth, will hit the theatres tomorrow. Salman Khan had earlier announced the release date on his Instagram account and also shared the film's motion poster, in which Ayush could be seen showcasing an aggressive look. Antim, in which Salman plays the role of sick cop in the film, is directed by Mahesh Manjrekar, produced by Salman Khan and is presented by Salman Khan Films.
The Central Bureau of Investigation raided the premises of Cuttack-based Essar Alcobev Private Limited at Phase 2 New Industrial Estate in Jagatpur in connection with a bank scam of rupees 140.48 crores. A team of the Premier Probe Agency carried out the searches at the private firm on the basis of complaint from Lakshmikanta Mishra, the Assistant General Manager cum Circle Head of Punjab National Bank in Bhubaneswar. As per reports, Essar Alcobev Private Limited has been accused of cheating, forgery, criminal breach of trust and corruption.
The Odisha government collaborated with the Unacademy to provide free-of-cost scholarships to meritorious students of the state. As per the agreement, which will be valid for a period of 3 years, all students of classes 10, 11 and 12 of government-aided schools across the state will be eligible to take the test to avail the scholarships. Unacademy, in partnership with Department of School and Mass Education, will conduct a series of aptitude tests where qualifying students will be eligible to receive scholarships to study on Unacademy platform. They will be selected on the basis of the ranks secured in the test. During the term of the MOU, a total of 3,000 students, that is 1,000 per year, shall receive the benefit of scholarships. So that's it for today. You were listening to OTV Top 10.